Hello, my name is Ben Cook, and today I'm going to be talking to you about our brand new web portal that we've built into version 14 of the product. The idea behind the web portal is it enables you to very easily build web portals for various different use cases. So I've got a few here actually. I've got a global portal. It's got images, it's got nav bar at the top here. I can have text. I can have these things called action cards in here. I can put charts in here. So this might be a portal where people can come in and just see how well the project is progressing, look at some global app readiness, device types, and so on. I can also build a user portal. I've got a link to it here or here, so I can come into my user portal. Now, because we're using single sign-on, it means I can understand exactly who it is that's looking at this portal, and I can tailor it based on that user. So I can say things like, put the username in here. I can show an action card which is conditional. So because the applications that I need to do my job are not yet ready, I can show this action card that says exactly that. Your applications are not yet ready for Windows 11. And I can see the list of applications down the bottom here, and I can see which are ready and which are not. So it looks like there's still a couple of apps that the apps team are working on. And you can see down here that pie chart displays those two apps that are not yet ready. Now what it is saying in this action card is I can have a look at my apps, so I can review my apps. And actually, it says I can untick any that I don't require. Now, I want to get my new laptop. I can actually live without these two apps. I don't use them anymore on my job. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell the system that I don't need those, and I'm going to submit that. What that's doing is it's firing that information back into ManagementStudio, and it's going to update my readiness. So now we can see the portal has been updated. This conditional action card has now changed. It's now saying my apps are ready, and I can choose when I'm going to get my laptop. And I get that confirmation that the apps are ready down here. So let's book in an appointment. So it looks like there's a couple of slots free tomorrow. I'm pretty keen, so I'm going to do it tomorrow morning. I'm going to book that slot in. That's going to send me an email with all the information about where I need to go and confirm my time. I also get that in here, and I can, if I want, switch my slot. But I'm going to stick with that one. So now I'm going to take my user hat off and put my engineer hat on, and I'm going to change to the engineer portal. Now the engineer comes along, and again with single sign-on, they can see exactly who's being migrated in the next couple of days and who's been recently migrated. So Mr. Engineer is going to look at this list, and actually he would refresh this each day, or maybe the browser would refresh it for him, and he can see who those daily migrations are. And look, Ben Cook has popped up here because I've chosen that slot for tomorrow morning. So the engineer comes in, Ben comes into the room, and our end user will be wanting his new laptop. The engineer will just double check that the applications are all good to go. They can then search for those new laptops because they need to link that to that user. So they can put in a search here and find those Windows 11 devices. Let's just do that again. There we go. So the laptop that I'm picking off the pile to give to Ben is this one here. So I select that and I add that to his profile. And now we've got that relationship. So we now understand that Ben Cook has been given that laptop. And then the last thing to do is the legacy device handover. So basically uncheck the ones that are not needed. So I'm going to say he's going to keep his 11 one, Windows 11 obviously, that's the one we've just assigned, and he's going to hand in his Windows 10, and I'm going to migrate that user. What the system is now doing is adding that new Windows 11 device to the groups that it needs to be in for Ben, maybe putting Ben's account into some new groups if those need to be added, and that will complete that migration off. My engineer would then come back to the home and they can review and see that Ben has been migrated. Now coming back to my user portal, so this is my user now, refreshes their browser, and again the action card is dynamically updating. So how's your new laptop? They can now fill in a satisfaction survey. So they can come in and they can say, right, I had my old laptop for a couple of years and everything went incredibly well, and who would win in a fight between Windows XP and Windows 11? Windows XP, of course. So they fill in their survey, they can add some comments, and that will take them again back to the home page. And at this point, they can ask or they can raise a support ticket if they need to, if they've got any issues. And they can click that link to come into the support desk. So that is a demonstration of how the web portal is working in version 14. If you're on version 13, please speak to your contact so you can get an upgrade, or if you'd like a full demonstration of ManagementStudio, please get in touch.